Their mic is
Oh,
muted.
hey everybody! Welcome back to Straight Talk. I'm Judy. I'm your host, and I'm gonna let the ladies introduce themselves.
I'm T. On a regular ordinary show, I'd be Tanya, but I'm T tonight.
And on an ordinary show, I'll be Jay. But tonight, I'm Judy.
All right, everybody.
Ladies, introduce yourself, please.
I'm
Being
Cynthia,
shy.
aka Nene.
I'm Pharaoh Kai.
Hello.
Taz and Swalo. All right.
What's up,
Hello.
ladies? So y'all know tonight we're gonna be talking about change, and I'm gonna tell you right now. I did this. I put on my makeup and stuff, and this change has got me anxious as hell right now. I'm anxious.
It evidently has everyone else in shock because all of y'all bitches ain't saying
I
shit.
ain't saying nothing.
Nothing. Y'all all looking like,
What's
damn.
going
Look,
on?
we couldn't even introduce ourselves.
Okay? Nothing but crickets on this mug.
Y'all ain't right for that.
Let me tell y'all, we talking about change, right? This right here is all wrong. This is a whole no. Absolutely. This is gross.
Tea is my
I do
stud.
agree.
Hell no.
I agree.
Hell no.
It does not look right.
Straight talk, right?
Straight
But
talk,
the
no
reason-
bullshit. It does not look
Right.
right.
Y'all, but the reason that we did this is like, okay, there's so many different facets that change applies to. You know what I'm saying? And it is hard. This right here would be something like, if you go get that haircut that you've always been wanting to do, but you're like, damn, how's my head gonna look? How's everybody gonna judge me if I just do it? Now that's something simple to some that just, they don't mind chopping their hair off. But to someone like me, that's like big. And the feeling that is associated with that change, this is anxiety times 10. You know what I'm saying? Just to do that. So it's just an experiment, just something that, Judy, how was this for you?
Like I said, anxiety. I'm anxious right now. I think
You
I'm
know-
sweating. I think I'm about to pass that. Let me put my glasses on. And I just scared the hell out of everybody. on
Okay,
here
now new
when I
guest on
came
the show
on.
tonight.
Yeah.
What you like
Hey,
with the head?
Pharaoh, y'all. And if y'all don't know, this is Pharaoh. She's a musician. She's a indie artist, and we're gonna listen to some of her music after the show.
Thank you for
But
joining
anyway,
us.
thank you for joining
Our
in with us
crazy
tonight.
asses.
Thank you guys for having me.
Nay, how does change make you feel? Have you ever had to? Well, we all had to change before, but tell us about what have you changed in your life?
You do have small things like anxiety and stuff to take over. Should I, shouldn't I, when not, and for me, the most recent change was buying a home or buying a home. I don't own it yet, because the Lord giveth and he will take it away if you don't appreciate it. But you always want to know if you're making the right move or the right decision. And I got a new change. I don't do makeup, but I went 3 months with no hairdo. Bitch got laid.
Hey, get the braids, girl.
I'm
Yeah,
that bitch that got
damn.
laid. Baby, look,
Hey.
some of them ponytails, girl, I was getting tired of them. I had to get out there and trick in them streets and make some shape for a piece
I'm
of
done. I'm so
I had to
done.
make
I'm so
shape. I
done.
put them titties on the table. Don't make me do it.
Oh,
It ain't top
It ain't
time
top
yet.
time.
No,
Not
no,
top
no,
time.
no.
Hey, well, I tell you, the girl said 85 for these braids, bitch. I give you 90. Can you hook a sister up?
I know that's right. Sometimes you gotta go ahead and do that.
I'm just saying,
Swalo.
love yourself. Love yourself. Even if it comes
Yes.
to change.
Even
love
when it's
yourself.
hard. Even when it's hard.
What's your take on change?
My take on change is kind of crazy because my whole life changed.
Mm.
With my disability and everything, not being able to walk like I used to be able to walk. It's very challenging, but it's just how you take it. You got to look at it and take it in a positive way. Is if you take it in a negative way, it'll take you down. But it's just how you look
Oh
at it.
yeah. Oh yeah. It's all in the
Hey,
mindset, right?
look. I got a wheelchair coming. Hey,
Damn.
that's gonna be my means of transportation in a minute. Because standing hurts, walking for a long period of time hurts,
Mhm.
and it is what it is. But I'm still here.
Okay, so that's how you're adapting to that change.
Yeah.
And that I think so anybody that's ever experienced maybe an accident or something medically or whatever, and you had to have something taken away, like an amputation or something like that, learning how to readjust and how to relearn how to walk or use what you still have left, that change is hard in that aspect. So
Yeah.
and how you're adapting to it is positive, because sometimes it takes people down in the negative spiral. So.
Yeah, it does.
All right.
What about you, Taz?
Something that has changed for me has been the communication level between me and Carolyn. I now have
Okay.
I now have patience with her. I don't get upset with her like I used to.
And
Okay.
Carolyn is her mom, y'all, if y'all don't know.
Right. Francis, I don't know, for everybody that's kept up with the show and watched, the dialogue that we hear from Francis associated with her mom, Carolyn, has not been, it's been kind of rocky. So to hear that's
good.
girl. Go ahead, on girl. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm in this hat looking all kind of wrong. Talking about, go ahead, on girl.
I'm sitting here looking at
But,
you, and I'm looking at you, and I'm cracking up right now. I
just-
swear to God, I'm cracking
It's
up.
hard for me to stay like this. I swear to God, I can't wait for look. All right,
Especially when I
anyway.
see that hat tilted down like that and shit. You know what I'm saying?
What's up?
No, don't do that. No. So, Pharaoh, we're going to you. What's your take on change? Tell us about something maybe that you had to change.
Well, right now, actually, I'm in the process of moving from Norwalk out to Akron and try to keep music stuff steady. So that's
state
the biggest change.
Another state, right?
No. It's just a different city, but it's about a good almost 2 hours away from my home.
Okay.
So it's change of scenery, leaving my family behind and stuff. So
Man.
So why are you moving?
well, from where I live at, we don't really have much of like music venues or nothing. That and like, I mean, the music scene is nice out there, but you don't get the right exposure. It's just a
Okay,
small
got
little
you.
city and stuff, So coming out towards Akron, this area here is huge. You know what I mean? It's more opportunities for me, for the people that I rock with me on my music and everything. So that's my decision there, is making that change.
All right. So to go from something to chase your dream, to chase after
Yeah.
something more higher aspiration. So
Have any of y'all ever moved to a different city for love?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can honestly say I have.
How did that turn out?
Bad.
3.5 years later, I tried to kill his ass.
I was the one that was
Girl, you
almost
so
dead.
violent.
I was on one that was almost dead.
For real.
Damn.
Swalo, that was you? Or Pharaoh? Pharaoh, you?
Oh, that was a Swalo.
Nah,
What
that wasn't me.
Oh man. So I moved from hometown to Elyria or whatever, and trying to make some stuff work with somebody that I raised children with, and we just, I don't know, we were still young, and some stuff was going on, and I don't know, she tried to take me out with a pair of heels I bought her before, so I was like,
Damn.
Not a heel.
That's some misery type
Okay.
shit.
Shit.
it was crazy. I mean, we passed
I'm
it
gonna put
now.
your eye out.
She tried.
Y'all
bro.
passed it now? Are y'all friends now?
Yeah, actually, we're best friends now. I still help her raise the kids and shit. Her kids are my kids.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
Beautiful. That's beautiful.
oh, yeah.
That sounds about like my life. I had to go through that change just to get along with my baby mama because I hated her for a long time.
That
And
was
I
a
mean a long
transition.
time. Ooh, with a passion. And now
Yeah.
we're like best friends. So that was a change to remove that hate up out of my heart for her.
Now you talking about moving for love. I mean, that's how we actually ended up meeting, because Jay, she was down here in Texas and I was in Oklahoma. So we dated for a while, back and forth for probably about a month. And that transition from driving, she did the driving, but just going back and forth, it was something. So I was nervous because it wasn't just me. I had my kids, you know what I'm saying? And we're just uprooting. I hadn't really been out on my own at the time. So this was really my first, let's get in it, whole relationship, family blending situation. And I was really nervous about that. But love has a way. Love has a way, boy. It'll take over, honey. You just jump in and do
That
it.
it does. That it does.
Taz,
What's up?
you ever did? You ever made that leap across some state lines for love?
Hell
Girl?
no.
She said, hell to the no.
Nope.
Well, has anyone done it for you?
I wouldn't advise them to.
Why?
Okay.
Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me
Wow.
why.
No, man.
Okay.
Because
I agree.
I'm gonna say it like this. conversation is different than being in somebody's face. The
You damn
conversation is
right.
more intense. So it has you feeling a certain way. Then when you get in that person's face, those feelings are not the same. That's not the person
You
that you thought you
right.
was talking to. So no, ma'am, I refuse. I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm 47. I ain't gonna start now. I did it then.
You crazy, but you right about that. It's like a euphoric
Mm-mm.
feeling that love has you in. It's almost love is blind. They know
Girl,
what
that
they
is
say,
not.
and
No, 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 ma'am. Don't call
but
that
I
love.
they
That
it's
that is
love,
called.
girl.
That is not
Infatuation like
love,
a
girl.
savage.
That is straight lust. Something that people get mixed up with love all the damn time.
Girl,
It
well,
is.
I was in love so goddamn much. I was out there hooking. I'm just like,
You dumb, man.
Hey,
You need
listen.
Jesus.
The
Were
only
you
thing,
hooking?
the only
Nay, were you
thing them two,
hooking?
She said hooking.
the only thing them two words got in common is the feeling that it give you, and the beginning of that letter L. That's it.
Mm-mm,
that's what I'm trying to
mm-mm.
tell you. When that L wore out, I just went on and hooked his ass.
Which
I just tried to take it all out. I just tried to gut
get
it.
dumb.
See,
See,
Man,
Trying to
you
bring
just
y'all some
violent.
light to this show. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's some real people
change,
out here.
honey.
They
Cha-
travel across state lines for love, and then when they realize them motherfuckers is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, they be trying to get the hell away. I wasn't trying to get the way though. I was just trying to let him know you could say, nigga, I fuck you up, bro. You might want to take me back to Texas.
dumb.
Nay, on that note, have you changed that violent streak?
Oh no, that's a double hell no. No.
She will go back if
Cause she
need be.
always ready to set. She
Right,
always
got it
ready to
at the
set it
ready. You know
off.
what I'm
She will
saying?
go back
All
if need be.
See, in my
right.
20s, it was all up in him. But in
Uh-huh.
my 40s, I kind of,
You done brought it
I'm
down. Bring
making
it
it up
down.
here. We
Bring
all
it
right.
down.
You can get the chin level. We cool because I still got some room. But if you get above the chin, it ain't gonna work.
That's that arthritis that done calmed your ass
I'm
down.
done.
Lord,
Yeah,
I'm
just saying.
Lord, not
done. I'm
arthritis.
done.
Motherfucker ain't quick withdrawal no more.
Damn. Damn.
I'll tell
I'm
y'all
telling
something that
y'all.
I'll tell
Arthritis.
y'all something about changing me. Even though I was in a relationship that I thought was supposed to last forever,
Mm-hmm.
being a mother and always feeling like you had to pull your weight alone,
Mm-hmm.
that's a change because you're dealing with multiple personalities, you're dealing with people's feelings and emotions, and you have to keep yourself intact in that situation. And with that being said, your kids gonna try you, your mate gonna try you. So that's a whole situation of change. How you gonna deal with
Mm-hmm.
shit that you didn't even know was supposed to come your way? So that's what made
Yeah.
me turn into Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I'm just giving y'all some insights.
Well, sometimes
What about family changing you? They don't give you that support, or even your friends that don't give you that support. I'm always hollering about support, ain't I? I know it. But I'm just
okay.
saying, of course I know y'all heard my rant that I went off on Facebook. But anyway, that
But wait a
type of
minute. But wait a minute. Now with that, should family change you, or should it make you understand who
it
to
made
deal
me
with and
nah, it
who
made me
not
bitter
to
as
deal with?
hell. When you're I'm talking about my friends and my family not giving that support, it made me bitter. It made me isolate myself. It made me move the hell away and didn't want them nowhere around me.
So was it the fact that
Well,
your family was no longer there and then it changed from not to, I mean, that they were there and then it changed to not? They used to support you and then they stopped? Is that, I mean, what about it made you that negative?
Never getting any support.
Never.
Never getting
Okay.
the support I needed. Put it that way.
Okay.
And like I say all the time, support doesn't cost a thing. And them not giving that support, it made me bitter. It wanted me to I wanted to move far away from them. I didn't want them
Family.
nowhere around me.
Okay.
So it made
I
me
mean, you know
bitter,
what?
and that's
I
one thing
can,
I do need to change.
but I can understand the moving away part because if especially if they are not there. But the bitter part, I mean, just deal with them differently. Don't you really shouldn't be bitter. It's just like, okay, well, when I needed you, you were not there, so I'm just gonna have to deal with you different. You cannot be that close family member that you used to be.
Oh,
Just
okay. So
Well,
just,
Suelo,
I'm gonna feed you
when you
with that.
keep giving
I'm gonna feed you with that
chances,
long handled spoon.
when you keep giving chances, you know what I'm
No, no,
saying?
no,
It
no, no,
makes
no.
you
See, but
bitter.
no. See that's the problem. You don't continuously give chances. Once a person shows you how they are, that's who they are. You
Yeah,
cannot you cannot continuously give them chances, because if you give them chances as family members, for some reason family members feel, okay, this is my blood, they have to do it. But no,
Mm-hmm.
that's not it. Because I mean, truth be told, you can get more love from a complete stranger than you can your own family member.
A lot of times, sometimes that's true. That's true.
I mean, because I mean, my situation, now I'm not even trying to talk about my family, anything like that, but I've got more support going through my disability and my struggle from complete strangers, excuse me, and people that, my coworkers versus my family. My family
Mm.
has turned their back on me more than anybody. And I've been the one that's been there for them, but where have they been for me? So, but I'm not bitter towards them. You know what? I love them to death. But if they call me right now and say, hey, I need you, I'm sorry. Where were you when I needed you? But that does not stop my donations.
That still sounds bitter to me. That sounds
I'm about to
bitter.
say
No,
that's kind
That
of
no,
sounds
no,
bitter, Connie.
no.
I mean, I'm
That
sorry,
that
Suelo.
that no, no. I love you to death. I love you to death. There's no
but
bitterness.
at a distance. At a
There's
distance.
there's
I get it.
there's the, yeah, like she said, there's the distance, because you show me who you really are. I cannot I
I,
cannot call and ask you for anything
But
if I
Suelo, that
need you.
still sounds like bitterness to me. If you refuse to help them because they didn't help you, so
It's,
you
it's
giving
not it's
back what
not
they dished out to you, that sounds like
it's
bitterness to me.
I'm still calling, checking on them. Hey, how you doing? Whatever. We can still hang out, but just stay out of my pocket. I
Yeah,
will do a donation before, I will pay it forward before I will help somebody that turn their back on me.
I
You
can.
know what? And I can honestly say I can agree with that to a certain degree, just a little bit, because with the whole thing that we got going on with Straight Talk and the t-shirts and stuff like that, I'm a hustler, and I'm not saying this just to gloat, but I'm a hustler, and it's all about making the next move. And you go to your family and you ask your family for the support, and you be like, "Hey, can you just be like a sponsor for me?" You know what I'm saying? And if you want to see where your money is going, I'll give you the receipts. Whatever you need to do. I just need a little backing, And once I blow up, then I'll break you out. Everybody wishes you well, but at the end of the day, the blessings don't come through, and then you end up getting blessings, no matter how big or small, from total strangers. So I do agree with Suelo on that part just a little bit, because
Pharaoh looked like you were about to say something. Were you about to say something?
Yeah, I
Jump
was
in,
gonna
honey.
say, man, my family's like the complete opposite actually. Like my mom, my grandmother, my brothers, my sisters, my dad, all of them. No matter what it is, like when I made my first EP, my dad bought 6 of my CDs.
oh
That's
my,
how it's supposed to be,
My mom was
child.
helping me out, putting me in the studio and stuff. Like I feel bad, and I'm not gonna say feel bad, but I feel a certain way. The emotion is overcoming a little bit for people that don't have that same love with their families like that, because that support is something serious. And
It
when you don't have
is.
that support, it sucks. That kind of lacks a little bit in your life there. So
That support from your family is priceless.
it really is.
Priceless.
Positive,
Yeah.
positive support. It has to be
Yeah.
positive support, though.
Oh,
All
oh yeah.
right, all
Yeah.
right. We getting on change in family. How family can either positively help you to change and enhance you, as in Pharaoh. She suggested that because of the support, it helped her and it gave her. I guess it helped enhance your career or gave you focus. I
In
guess
a
what I'm trying to
sense, yeah.
say.
In a
And then
sense, yeah.
maybe in the negative way, as you, Connie, is expressing that maybe okay, now you have to adjust how you deal with your family, where as family is
I ain't
supposed to be like
kind of
this.
Sway Long, gonna be straight up. I ain't just a nothing. I just cut you out the circle. That's how I do you.
Right.
I just cut
Exactly.
you
Everybody
out.
deals with
I
it
cut
Exactly.
you out
different.
and I move
Everyone deals
on.
Exactly.
with that differently.
Because, but
Definitely.
I mean, because this is my thing. If you won't deal with it from a total stranger, why do you deal with it from a family member? Just because you're blood, it doesn't justify it. I'm sorry.
But that still goes
Mm.
down to a saying though. Like you do something and I trust you, and I can trust you with everything. And then once you do one certain thing, now I know where my trust for you stops at. Now I know to trust you to do exactly what you're gonna do.
That's
Exactly.
it.
Mm.
That's it.
Exactly. That's
All
deep,
right.
but you're right. Yeah.
Let's read what Amber got to say. Amber says, "For me, my change came when I had to get off the street from being homeless."
All right. That would
Okay.
be an adjustment, definitely. to go even from not being that way to getting in that situation, or if you were in it to being more now stable.
But when you're homeless, it's gonna make you make a change.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be in that situation no more.
Now, when we talk about change is involved in so many aspects of our life, we don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? Like the road that you take to work, or maybe when you get up in the morning, your routine that you do, you're getting dressed and prepared to go out wherever. It's so ingrained in us as routine. And I think that's
Let's do a little experiment with that.
Okay.
Let's do a little experiment.
So speaking of
I'm
that,
gonna do an experiment with y'all. Okay, everybody. Everybody paying attention. I want everybody on the panel to cross.
You want everybody on the panel to what?
Did somebody say hold on?
No.
Okay.
No, I said hold on.
Okay. Oh, everybody on the panel, cross your arms. Cross your arms.
Okay.
Taz. Cross your arms. Now, I want you to uncross them and cross them the opposite way. Cross them the opposite way now. Did you have to think about that?
No, but it's very uncomfortable.
That's the way change feels.
Oh my God! Wait a minute, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
wait.
it was very uncomfortable.
I have to say, it wasn't
Some
even
people gotta think
uncomfortable.
about it.
I had to think about that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold on, wait a
Wait a
minute.
minute. So that's how change feels.
So it's I guess it just proves the part about your brain being, I guess, so
Adapt to doing something a certain way.
You're so ingrained with doing something. It takes effort for change to happen. It takes, maybe for some like me, concentration. For some others, maybe not. But just change it. It's something to work on. And I think sometimes, like in a relationship or even with a mental status, a way of thinking. Me and Jay, we get into debates, I'll say,
24/7
about the way I think about something. And it's hard for me to hear what she's saying to realize I do need to change it, because I think what I'm doing or saying isn't wrong. I'm like, what do you mean? What's wrong with what I'm saying? What's wrong with what I said to you? What are you saying? That shouldn't have offended you. You shouldn't have taken that way, because it's coming from me. Don't you know me, who I am? You shouldn't be offended. But that's like that I don't know, something about the way my mindset. So it's hard. I say it's difficult. Just to realize that level of change, I have to start to listen. Communication is the thing, I guess, for us.
To me, the first thing is not being in denial. When you're in denial, you can't hear anything. Communication stops right at denial.
Exactly.
So there's not going to be any change. How can you change if the first thing is, I don't do that? No, you got me wrong. Conversation is dead then.
Y'all have any issues in that regard, as far as like communication or something? Like, I don't know. Is it just me?
I mean, I've met some people like that. Yes, if you try to point something out, that's the first thing that they will say is, "No, I don't do that. I don't do that. No, that's not me." And I'm like, "Yeah, that is you." No, it's not. And I'm like, "Okay, well, you're in denial." But then it's like, "No, I'm not in denial." Then it's a full blown out argument.
Okay, a whole argument, a whole situation, and it makes you say, okay, well, I don't even want to bring it up. That's her. She's like, I don't even want to deal with it anymore.
You're right, honey. We ain't got to talk. You win.
But then it's not helping anything. We're not changing. We're not growing together. You know what I'm saying? What's supposed to happen when you go through something. So it's work.
The reason why I give in is because I don't want to have that 3-hour conversation on trying to show you what you did wrong. You know what I'm saying? If the first thing you do is deny something, I'm like, forget it. Man, I'll come back at you later.
So what if denial is not actually the problem and it's just comprehending what's being said?
With her, it's instantly
it's denial. Sometimes it's just denial of growth. Because some people are just not meant to grow. And that's the reason why they are in denial. Everybody's not meant to grow. And that's something that, we all, I guess, have to learn, that everybody's not meant to grow.
Go ahead, Tad.
I don't think it's people are not meant to grow. People don't know how to grow.
Or afraid.
Okay. There's a difference, because everybody is meant to grow. Some people just are stuck in their way. They don't know how to begin to grow. They don't know what steps to take in order to begin that growth, to begin that change.
I can agree with you there, Taz, because now I just thought about that. Maybe not knowing how to take the steps to change. We're talking about the conversation, like with us, the difficulty of being able to change what I'm hearing, how to hear it, what you're saying to me, and then change my mindset about it and realize what I'm doing is incorrect.
Well,
The
I
steps that
have to
I'm
say,
taking on changing that is maybe just not knowing the proper, you know what I'm saying?
to
Because
me, the proper way is to have an open mind. If you have an open mind, you can absorb what the person is saying to you. You know
if
what I'm saying? But if you automatically have a one track mind and shut down, you're not gonna grow.
well, I don't know about y'all.
Well,
It's like
that's
this.
true. That's
But I
true.
think I,
I
th- I
can.
think
You have
that
to be willing to have an open mind and listen to what the person's saying, and stop thinking that that
Well,
person's trying to hurt you with the words, with the
Yeah.
criticism.
well, sometimes you can get a person with an open mind and they hear you. It doesn't mean they're going to change. They hear what you're saying. They
That's
get
but they
what
true.
you're
don't want
saying,
to
but
change.
some of them not. They don't want to do it.
I'm
So
not
that
saying
goes
I
back.
can comprehend it. I can comprehend what's coming out her mouth. I get it. I understand it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't correlate it with what I'm doing. You get? I'm like, still know there's this brick in here. There's something in here that's not
but
getting.
yeah, but that's just like you're saying. People can understand it and they'll point it out and see everybody else is doing it, but they can't see that they're doing it themselves. Is and what
Okay.
I call is self-reflection. You're not looking at yourself. You're too busy looking at others and not looking at self. You have to look at
Also, you
yourself
have
and
to.
understand what you do in order to change.
I'm
Until you understand what
self-absorbed.
you do, you can't understand. I mean, you can't change.
So I'm
It's either to be.
self-absorbed. Is
It's
that
You're
what
either
it
not
gonna.
is?
you're not self-absorbed. You're just in denial.
This is a tough.
Right,
This is a tough.
right.
This is a tough conversation for me because I've been told for the last 2 or 3 years that I need to change. That I'm not soft enough. That I'm not feminine enough. That I'm not. I'm just too hard. And I think I'm the most kind, giving, loving person you'll ever want to meet. To me, I will give you the shirt off my back if need be. But I'm just not an easy pushover. So when I say that, I'm saying that because I don't know if it's how I grew up and where I come from or because of my disability, but I can't use that as a crutch. But even today, having a conversation with my significant other, it was hard to have this conversation because it's like I can't get a solid 10 minutes of your time. You just so hard. How am I hard? How? Like,
Hey, come on now. You are hard, but I'm not telling you to soften up. I'm just saying, can't you compromise a little bit?
Okay,
You
so
have to,
compromise.
yeah, you have
Change
to
is compromise.
compromise. And it seems like you haven't done that with your guy. You haven't done it. I'm sorry, just telling you the truth. You need
no,
to
I'm good with it.
compromise. Sometimes put on that makeup, put on that dress that he want to see you in, just to make him happy.
Girl, did you
I'm
not hear
not.
me say
Don't do
I
it
just
all the
packed it?
time.
I just
Okay, but I'm
we
talking
can
about the
have some
things.
weed to
I'm
pull.
talking.
What we
What?
do, what we do, pull it.
Girl,
Shit.
you just nasty. You
You
just nasty.
dumb. So
He gonna pull all that shit out too.
so
Wow,
dumb.
I'm talking.
wow.
They dumb.
No
I'm
sense.
talking about. Nay, I'm talking about some of the other things that he likes. Like for instance, get your nails done.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? I know you been the man of your household for so long to now you don't know how to be the wife.
Okay,
And you
but
know
wait a
what?
minute.
That's sad. That is true. I've had to be the provider. I've had to be the mama, the daddy, the auntie. That is true. And I'm not gonna go into details, but that's where I get that mentality of hustling. If I can't get it this way, I'm gonna turn another corner. I'm not just gonna sit there and wait for the bricks to fall. I just can't. I don't know. And I'm scared to say this, and I'm telling this to whoever's watching. I don't know how to let someone leave me because I feel like if you lead me somewhere and I can't get out, I'm gonna kill you trying to get out.
So that's that fear of the unknown. I mean, which is just about the level of change. I think. Are you afraid to just let that side just completely open up and go? That part because I was just about before you said that just about to say what's wrong with being strong? What's wrong with being you
It's
say
okay to
tough
be, no. It's
and
okay
whatever.
to
What's
it's
wrong with
okay to
that?
be a strong woman, but balance it out in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't get
But see,
involved with a bull dagger.
sometimes,
You know what I'm saying? No.
but because you also have to understand, sometimes women have been let down so much to where they cannot let that go. that's
Yeah,
all
And it's hard to
and I understand
change
that
who
because
they
Nate,
are.
like I said, Nate,
Yeah.
and that's all jokes aside, was the man of the household in her previous relationship.
Okay.
She took care of everything. You know what I'm saying? So she was the man and the woman in the relationship.
And not, I mean, even before her relationship started. Before her relationship started. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
So
So
compromise.
So
how do you
Change
Nate,
is
how do you go?
compromise.
How
Nate,
do
you're an
you?
undercover stud, right? You're an undercover stud. That's what it is.
But how do you
You want this ball cap?
You want my head, girl?
how do you become softer? And anybody, please write in. I seriously need to know this. I don't give a damn about the makeup and all that. That's not my forte. But how do you become more softer? If somebody's got to come to Dallas and teach me how to, hey,
You don't need that, Nate, because you are a woman first of all. Period. In my
you
belief,
are
I
who
believe
you
all
are.
women have the side of them that. Don't worry about that. I think it's gonna come down to we're talking about change,
Pharaoh, I
y'all.
want to ask
So
Pharaoh though.
okay, go
Pharaoh,
ahead.
since you're a stud and Suelo, y'all both studs, do y'all believe that y'all have that soft side?
I do. Actually,
What?
I'm a big ass baby.
If you don't,
Wait,
if you're not,
Hold up, Suelo. What?
hmm
Finish, Pharaoh.
I'm a big ass baby in a relationship for real. Like, I'll be hard when I need to be hard to make sure that she feel protected, whatever. But when it come down to it, like, we in the house, I'm laid out, rub my head, you know what I'm saying? Put your hands on my back or something. I'm hungry type shit. Like, I'll cook with you, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. But I feel like where you guys were talking about balance, that's like immediate in there.
Balance.
Yeah.
Sweat.
For real.
Suelo.
I was just gonna say, if you're not in touch with that side of you, then I mean, you really don't know who you are.
For real.
So
I
Suelo,
mean,
do you have a soft side?
of course, of course.
I believe. Oh, okay, Jay. Judy.
oh, I'm the only.
Normally
Wait,
Jay.
hold on,
Okay.
hold on. So I'm the only motherfucker on here don't got no south side. Are you
You
serious?
do. We trying to tell
I
you that
told
you
you were
do.
undercover stud.
No, but
You a
we
bulldagger bitch.
boo bag. No, look
There
here.
y'all go.
What you about to
But
say?
no, seriously, we
What
all
you
are
about to,
women.
what you
So,
about to ask me?
well, do you have a soft side? Do you have that other side of you?
You like for me to dress up like
That's
this.
right.
So yeah, I'm a
No,
drag
I'm
queen.
lying. I'm lying
Yeah,
right now. I'm lying all the way. I'm lying. Look,
She make me dress up, y'all.
you crazy.
y'all
This is what happens
Crazy.
behind the damn cameras.
You crazy. You crazy.
She be
no.
abusing me,
Y'all are
y'all.
crazy.
The
Because
thing is,
you look good in makeup.
I know I'm sexy.
oh
I'm sexy as
shit,
well, baby.
I'm finna hold. I'm
Don't make
just.
me cross my legs
Oh my
and stick my
god.
chest out.
I'm
ER,
finna
nay,
turn into Stevie Wonder. I'm going blind.
Mm-mm.
Thank you,
Nay,
Suelo.
Yeah,
I'm
crazy.
just playing. But anyway,
No, but seriously, y'all, you
no, but
or nay.
this is a change for me, really, seriously. But in our early relationship, when me and Tanya met, this
Oh, yeah.
was me.
That really was.
You know what I'm saying? This was me. This is how she met me, baby. She want me to put on some lingerie. I'm in it. I got the titties for it. Why not? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I would bust that lingerie for her, and she loved it, and she would dominate to me. So it was whatever. But then later on, I finally found what was comfortable for me, and comfortable for me is being a stud. And
Was it
so
hard for you to change from that to let it out? Were you afraid of
I'm
people's
gonna be
judgment?
honest. I'm gonna be honest. It was I was a little bit afraid of people's judgment, but not really. But the crazy thing about it is that I would still see girls' clothes, and I'm like, damn, I can rock that shit.
Ain't that
Ooh,
something?
I would look good in that. You know
Ain't
what I'm
that
saying?
something?
Do y'all ever do that? Do y'all studs ever do
Mm-mm.
that? You don't ever look
Nope.
at something.
Hell no.
Shit.
Hell to the no.
Or
Nope.
either I'll see.
I mean,
I was.
I don't even go to that department. And if I do go over there, I'll be like, well, damn, baby, look good with this on or whatever. But other than
Okay,
that,
Taz, I gotta ask you.
not for
So,
me.
do you like how? Well, I'm asking because I gotta ask. She's
What are you?
asking.
What? I'm waiting on you to ask me. I'm just
Well, do you
listening.
ever like when you see other? Okay, first of all, how would you classify your dress? How do you dress? Is it more feminine? Is it more tomboy in the middle? Is it what would
I
you
used
say?
to I
What
used to dress tomboyish. Feminine.
so you would classify now as more femme, right? So do
I
you
mean, I
look?
always have, no matter what, even when I dressed as a tomboy.
Now, see, the reason I asked you that, Nay, you too. Well, I'm gonna get back to you in a minute, Nay. But I asked that because sometimes I see some like T-shirts or I see something that Jay has on. I'm like, ooh, that look. I bet you I could put that. Knowing damn well this is reconfirmation again. I know. Just stop. Because I always need, like right now, I feel horrible. Like my lipstick ain't on, my earrings ain't on,
That's
my hair ain't
fine.
swooped in. I just feel so, but there is a side to being, look, switching over a little bit. It's comfortable. You can throw a hat on,
Nah,
like
don't
a
get used to that.
t-shirt.
Don't get used to that.
But no, I'm just saying that change or whatever, I think is acceptable. Being able to accept
But
both sides.
like I said, I know I'm comfortable being a stud. I don't want all this on. I'm good.
Anyway.
Flipping my hair up. You know,
Moving on. We still talking about change. So
Was that the end of your question? I
well,
thought it
just
was
have you. Well,
going to it.
do you look at like other clothes? But you just said that you used to dress more tomboyish or whatever. So then you're both ways. You can look at either department and be cool. So that's why I cut my question to you short
Yeah,
because you're more in the middle.
Feminine clothes.
Okay.
But I'm thinking, okay, so now I'm talking about health, like our health habits.
And No Straight Talk said at the beginning of the year that we all was going on a diet.
Do y'all remember that?
Exclude Taz.
Well, she said she was going to in the workout part. That's what she said.
Intake of food.
That's right. 'Cause, look, shut up, Taz. That finger waving. But okay, y'all. We mentioned, some of us mentioned that we was gonna, be involved in some healthier choices. Start on this weight loss for some, and just being healthier overall for all. We talked about that. Now it's so habitual to fall back to some of my habits. Honey, I even put on some pounds until recently.
Yeah, we put on what, 15 pounds?
I'm just saying. It's like, dang, what happened to that? I was so driven. Like, this is what it's going to be. I got my mindset. I done spent money on this and that. It's going to be this. It was a waste of time and a waste of money. The mental processes, the habits that you go back to is so strong. It's hard. Changing to be more healthy is
like cheating with that side piece, ain't it?
Shut up. It's hard.
You keep going back when you ain't supposed to. I'm just gonna dip over here and just get a little bit, and then I'm gonna cut it off. You never cut that shit off.
We talk about habits of health.
Back to food, Barbara.
There y'all go.
Talking about Suelo life.
Now, you ain't talking about my life. There you go. Don't start that. Get up off me. Don't get off me. That is not me.
Creep. You just keep creeping back over there, huh? I'm just gonna get a little bit.
Nah, get up
Now
off
I'm gonna
me.
let it go.
Nah,
ignore your friend.
Sometimes eating healthy and stuff and trying to stay on the right path, it's easy to cheat and eat what's bad because it's inexpensive, and everything else is so expensive. And I'll give you a prime example. You can go get you a 2-piece dart with a load of fries for like $3, but then turn around and try to go get a grilled piece of chicken
That made her drool.
with some asparagus, and that shit gonna cost you $10. It's gonna cost you $10 to have something healthy.
I know.
Nay, you want a 2-piece now from Williams Chicken?
No, really, I'm
Don't you?
thinking about some
A 2-piece and a biscuit.
gravy, but I'm good.
What's the difference with that white gravy and that biscuit?
And then you gotta have a biscuit, a roll.
Oh.
Okay,
crazy.
stop fantasizing.
But
Now, every time I go see Nate, she knows she's supposed to be on the diet, but every time I go see her, say best friend. Come on, we gotta go up here to Williams to get that 2-piece. I be like, no, Nate, you know you ain't supposed to be eating that. Come on. Just go give me a couple of gizzards.
So do any? Go ahead, Nate.
My go-to is caffeine. I don't give a damn how much form it come in. It's caffeine, from Coke to coffee, tea, chocolate. It's hard for me to cut it loose.
I was just about to say, Francis, you said coffee. Let me see your cup.
Rice
Let me see your
Krispie
cup.
Rice Krispie.
There it is.
Look, they both turned up. Y'all see that shit? They both turned up.
There it is. Farrell, what are you like? What
are you addicted to?
Any kind of food habits, health habits, maybe?
I really don't, for real. I eat some steak, I drink some water and Gatorade.
What?
Oh, so you a health nut?
Okay, so look.
That's why she out here looking all pink and shit. That because
Okay,
you know,
just healthy and glowing, the
Nice.
skin just
Nice.
fresh.
That's that. Let me tell you something about them young studs.
Okay.
Them
you
young
know,
studs, they got to keep their body in shape. You know what I'm saying? They got
Oh,
that shit
is
they
that
got
what
to
it
keep
is?
fit.
yeah,
That's it.
Is that what it
Yeah.
is?
They working hard.
Gotta keep it tight.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm
There's
gonna go
nothing
marry
wrong
your
with
ass
that.
to
We ain't
face
saying
out
nothing
the
wrong
car.
with it.
Because I make
Duh.
sure I exercise.
Wait a
I do
minute.
exercise.
Wait, you can't be on the show if you ain't got no.
What
Stop.
you mean?
You
What?
gotta eat. You gotta eat a piece of chicken or some
I mean,
grease,
I
some kind
do
of
every
grease or
once in a
some
while, but I prefer
No, I
the
do.
original.
I do. I'm not saying
piece
I
of
don't.
chocolate. Oh, we such a bad influence, honey. Don't listen to her.
Let
Look,
me get you smoke cigarettes. You smoke cigarettes.
Yeah,
look.
Now she's
I'm trying to quit that shit turkey too.
Okay, well there her cheat
vape,
day is. There it is.
vape.
There it is. You in the crew now for real. You in the crew now. Yeah. No,
I
player.
appreciate it.
Look, no, change is hard. And I keep saying that because it applies to everything. I think
I'm gonna tell you one change
I'm
for
trying to
me.
get like
Like she
why
said,
is it so hard? Can we find a way to make it not
because
like
it's addictive. The flesh is gonna always want what it wants.
human
It
beings?
ain't
Because
gonna
it's so
want what's
easy. It's
best.
so easy to give up and give in to temptation to go
Mm,
back to the way
mm.
that you were because that's what we're used to.
Subconscious.
Change is just
It's
yeah,
yes. Yep.
yeah,
How about like I said, the flesh wants what it wants. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? We
That's
want what we
true.
want.
You talking
Yeah.
about that
That's
creeping on the
whatever,
But
you
side
know.
type stuff.
But that's true.
but at the same time, you have to have obedience. You know, if you want something better, you have to have obedience. You can't just give in to the fleshly thing, and that's where we
Mm,
all fall short. You know, when we give.
Judy,
that takes
Yes,
Judy,
practice.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Judy.
Yes.
One girl.
Consuelo on here talking about you can't give in.
You
I
can't.
give in every goddamn day. Do it look like
Lord have mercy.
There she go. There
Girl,
she
but you
go.
ain't by yourself. I'm just saying though.
pray
Like
for me?
There
Somebody
she
pray
go.
for me.
Francis,
But
do you
you
have any?
can't.
Are you focused? Are you driven? You know, Pharaoh up here talking about I just eat the steak and the cuts
No,
and the Gatorade and shit.
Consuelo
Regular.
over here drinking on water. Go get your ass a Coca-Cola or something.
Girl,
I
come
can't.
on
Bad
now.
influence.
Watch how I'm gonna go.
Come on now.
Sprite.
Driven for
Look,
what? I'm driven for the caffeine. I'm driven for this Newport. I'm driven for whatever the fuck tastes good that I want to eat. That's what the fuck I'm driven for.
you know when you come
Rice
to a certain
Krispie
age where
treats.
you like, fuck it.
Oh my God.
Francis,
Oh my
Rice
goodness.
Krispie
No.
treats. Rice Krispie
Rice.
treats.
So
Where
what
they
you
at? Where them Rice Krispie treats
Y'all
at?
crazy.
You know what? I actually haven't had none in a while. I need to go
Oh,
on and go get me some. Yesterday, I actually went and got those,
That's why she
those
acting
little
like
things,
Aretha.
that little thing, that little,
she had a fix.
it comes with the cheese and the cranberries and the walnuts and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
The
Mm-hmm.
P3.
Yeah, yeah, I went and got me some of
Yeah.
them.
I didn't talk about them damn P3s. That's PG-13 for my ass. Hell,
Look,
that shit ain't finna. That
enough.
shit ain't finna do
It
nothing
ain't
for me.
enough.
But make
Oh,
me
Okay.
that
want to
did.
fight somebody.
I had that for lunch, and it did me just fine.
Oh, that's because you a
Hey,
that's
okay,
because
that's
you a
good.
fella. Every bit of a
How much
fella.
you weigh? 110?
I no, I was gonna say 115, and
Okay,
that's
you know what?
with
I'm
a
about
bucket of water
now.
in the
There she
pocket.
go. Go get that
Hold
damn
on,
scale.
Look, that's with
I'm
a
gonna tell
bucket
you
of water
that.
in
I
the
do it.
pocket.
I
I'm gonna tell
do
you,
it.
all of this big body over here, I got to have some substance. Okay, I got to
Look,
have some
wait a minute.
food.
Hold
Okay,
on. I'm finna
you
show.
can
I'm
keep your
finna show
damn
y'all.
PG 13s.
115
go on,
with
get
a
on it.
bucket
Go
of
on, get it,
water in her
Francis.
pocket.
Hold on. I'm finna
That's
get
how
on
much she
now.
weigh.
Come on,
Straight
Taz.
talk.
I
Straight
got
talk.
50.
No
Tag,
BS
I got
now.
50
tag,
on it.
tag.
Let me
Your
Hey,
get.
I
I
scale
got
want.
broke.
50 on it.
side
Let
Okay.
me
bet,
guess.
side
Okay. How
Let
bet.
me
much?
Your
guess.
scale is broke, boo.
122.
All
Your
right,
scale
Okay.
cause
is
One.
broke.
Swallow, what's your
Uh,
bet? What's your bet?
Wait. What you say? Judy
115.
said. Judy said. Wait. Hold
150.
on.
115.
Wait a minute.
Don't
Judy said 120. 120. One what?
Now I'm gonna
one.
give a 122 and a
No,
quarter.
you can't. No,
She
no.
said
Waiting on the
122.
damn prices right, Nick.
Okay.
Okay,
122.
I'm saying 110.
You gotta
110.
have whole numbers. Whole
Pharaoh, what
numbers.
you got? What you
Okay,
got?
118.
117 then.
118 right there.
117.
Huh?
118.
118.
No,
Okay.
wait, y'all. I got 127.
Watch,
Okay.
watch you
Y'all come
right.
here real quick.
Who's the
Come here.
closest?
Taz,
Come here. One of y'all
Taz,
come
take them
here.
glasses
No,
off.
Oh,
you.
Take
hold
the
on.
No,
glasses
she
off.
gone. I need three. She gone. I need three. I done did what I can say.
Cause what I'm finna do, I'm finna have Zay point the phone to the scale. Point the phone to the
She
She
took
scale.
did,
her
girl.
glasses
She did,
off.
girl. She said,
What's going
come
on,
on,
Point
baby.
nephew?
the phone so they can see. Y'all ready?
Go on, girl.
Put them
Go
damn
on down
glasses.
there.
No, put them glasses
Y'all be
back
quiet. It's
on.
been talk to us. Hold on. What is it?
Oh
Girl,
shit.
that scale lie.
It's
Shit.
lying like
What
a
it say?
motherfucker.
What? This ain't
130.
one what?
I can't see it.
132.
132.
Lies. But
132.6.
I
Okay,
won, though,
okay,
by the way. So give me your money.
okay. So
No,
one
no.
one
Wait a
thirty
minute.
minus
I
one
gotta say
thirty two.
something.
Hold on, wait,
What?
You
y'all,
was
y'all,
now.
y'all,
Last
y'all
time
two
you
up
weighed,
there,
you was on a
y'all the
different part of
nurses.
the floor.
Uh-uh.
You gotta put it right
You a
back in that
damn
spot.
lie.
But
You a
see,
damn lie.
but hold
You
on.
a
But see,
lie.
y'all two up there, Jay, Tanya, y'all the nurses. So 132 minus what for the clothes? Because that sweater weighs 7.5 pounds by itself.
Right.
Take about a pound and a half away,
Then a,
2 pounds.
her bra, her
Look.
shirt.
Okay.
Exactly.
Listen. I have gained
Yeah,
some weight. I don't know what the hell y'all
yeah,
talking about. I done gained
You
some
ain't
yeah,
weight.
lying.
Girl.
She
Right.
have got thick. She didn't got
That's
big.
some
yeah.
Newport behind
Y'all
her
ain't
earlier.
that Newport, right? Y'all ain't ready for this over here, though. So
Y'all
thank
got
you,
me fucked
Taz,
up.
for
Y'all
being
got me
brave enough to
fucked
pull up
up.
your. Look here, but thank you for
Y'all got
being
me,
brave enough to pull
girl.
out that scale, cause I ain't gonna do it. But
Listen,
let me just say,
girl.
Damn.
when I got
Look.
look
Even
when
if
I
I
got
weighed
on
more
it
than you, I
though,
wouldn't have gave a damn.
Taz,
it's
you know
like
what?
this.
Right about now, you weigh more than me though on the cool.
I ain't gonna
See?
worry about it.
You got
See,
me by 2 pounds.
but what
Lightweight.
my point being
We went to
is,
Nay's house and that scale started talking.
she had one of them talking scales.
Yeah.
No, this one's sitting on the couch. Come on, get on the scale. We finna weigh ourselves. No, what do you mean? You a lie. But I went over there and it talked to me and it said some numbers. I said, what? I don't comprehendo. What? What are you talking about?
No
Because that
comprende.
no I don't understand
No
none of that.
comprende.
Because you're wrong. You're wrong and you're lying.
But
Wait a minute, y'all.
but Nay, did that
Jay
prove that
got on
she's
the
in
scale.
denial?
Denial.
Denial.
When Jay got on the scale, my scale really does talk. You don't have to look down. Once you step off, it's gonna tell you what you weigh. Jay talking about, bitch, shut up. Stop talking.
Okay. Stop telling everybody. Shit. I'm just saying. But look, it was a reality check.
And
Like,
believe it or not, all these little pounds, girl, that's that pandemic.
That's the
ew.
pandemic.
Mm,
So
look,
that is something also I think people that you
So what
said a
can we do?
mouthful
What
with
can we
that.
do to keep ourselves accountable so we don't go back to the bad? What can we
Okay,
do?
so
Pharaoh, let me hear you. What can we
what
do?
yes, since you the one up here drinking Gatorade and shit.
Yeah, since you the health nut.
Oh
But
man, I
it
say
ain't on the
15
tape.
minutes in the morning.
Say it
Do
again.
15 minutes in the morning. Do some stretches. Do a little bit of workouts and shit every morning. 15 minutes. Like I said, you just drink your water. I mean, keep your body hydrated. Take nice little brisk walks and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just the little things that keeps you together.
I want to know what keeps you motivated to do it though. Because I say to myself all day long, boy, tomorrow I'm finna go run me 2 miles. I'm finna lift these weights. All that shit never happened.
I ain't about to run no 2 miles or nothing, but on a real note, like I'm motivated doing it just because, like, again, I'm a singer. I got to be able to sing from my diaphragm. You know what I'm saying?
There, oh
Old
girl, speak
school.
it.
Old school.
Speak it. Now that's the
Like,
truth. Now
I
some of
like
these
that.
youngsters,
I love it.
honey, no, be up there just out of breath and sweating, carrying on, and just
Because
no.
that's how my artist. That's how I want. That's how I'm trying to train her now. But
Yeah.
anyway,
It's a whole
that's
I'll
a
nother,
tell
whole
whole
other
other
y'all.
subject.
topic.
Now
They
I'm gonna
don't want
tell
to
you how
train.
I do
They don't
mine
want
on
to
the cool.
train like the old school, like Michael Jackson.
Now,
Got beat by
Bobby
Joe.
Brown and
You know
all
what I'm
that.
saying? Where you work out and sing at the same
They
time.
ain't
yeah,
doing none of that.
say,
No, look.
That's what
She
makes you
said
different.
she said
Taz,
some
how,
early,
how
she
how
said
you
some
do it?
hold
How you
on,
do
hold
it?
on. She
How
said
how
some
you do it,
early
Taz?
morning stretch.
Hold
She said
on,
some
Swalo.
early morning hold on. She said some early morning stretches. Honey, I get up in time to get ready for work and that's it.
Okay.
okay, so look, my definition of early morning would be completely different from y'all. So I work
She
Well,
ain't
I work
lying. She
well
probably
how
talking about
early?
5,
no, I'm not
4:30.
though. I'm not though. I'm up at like 11 o'clock, like afternoon shit. That's my morning. I work second shift, so I usually
Oh,
go
okay.
clock in early
Oh,
as hell, and I don't get home till 2:30 in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
2:30, 4 o'clock in the
okay,
See,
morning. So
I
that's my
okay.
see
early
when
morning stretch.
when you're getting
Oh, this
off,
motherfucking hat is hot as hell.
I'm actually getting up at that time, getting ready for work because I have to be to work at 4.
Oh shit.
Yeah, see, nah,
So,
it takes me a whole 15 minutes to get ready for work. 5 to 10
girl,
minutes in the shower and all
girl,
that shit.
It take me that long just to wake up. Shit, I gotta sit on the side of the damn bed and
Bitch, you
shit.
ain't
Girl,
lying. Can you
habits.
say it again, Taz? I wake
Well,
when I
shit.
get up, it's gonna take me 30 to 45 minutes before I wake up and I'm fully functional because
And
I don't know
then
who the hell you are beside me. I don't know who this is on my
Can't see
phone.
out of one
Maybe
eye.
calling and yeah, one eye closed shut. And I gotta wait. I gotta
Well,
man, shit, you talking
it's
about you do that? You talking about you do that? Hell, I sit on the side of the bed. I be sitting up there and I'm looking, bitch. I go to sleep. Shit, I close my eyes, sitting right on up,
sitting up,
and then the next
girl.
listen. Then I say, okay, I'm finna get up, and then I lean on back and lay on back down across the bed.
It's
Then I say,
over.
okay, I'm finna get up.
And
I'm
that's a
finna go
damn
and get
shame.
up.
Y'all,
That's
change is
Yeah.
motivating
hard.
yourself right there. Right when you lay
What,
back down, you
Look,
get back up and start doing
yeah,
that workout, man. That's the
Huh?
okay,
motivation
look.
too.
so
She talking about 15 minutes. 15 minutes is not enough, and my back is bad, and I'm old as hell. I
well,
do
okay,
45
y'all.
minutes in the morning, 45 on the total gym, 45 in the morning, maybe an hour and a half at noon, and then if I'm lucky, I'm gonna hit it
You
at
get
night.
it in
My,
three times a day. That's
Yeah,
pretty
but
that's
good. And
I get it in whenever I can.
but okay, the point is, do it. Okay, so we're talking
I'm
about
gonna do it,
change. Just start. It
but
don't matter if
I've
it's
done it.
2 minutes
I've
or
done it my
five.
whole
that's
life.
the thing to start the process of
I'm gonna
change.
start a process for
Can I
y'all.
can I can I tell y'all the fucked up part?
Well, girl.
I work in the gym.
Girl, you know you need to
No
shame
motivation
me.
at all.
Damn,
I
Taz.
like when I say I'm so serious. I work on campus. I work in rec sports. Okay, so you have the big gym, and then the other gym that I'm at is all the way up on the other side of the campus. These motherfuckers come in here and they be there. I kid you not, trying to line up about 5:40. The gym open up at 6. Shit, look
Jesus.
at here. I'm telling you, they be in there just
That's
working
bad.
out, just
Getting it
going,
in.
working, and I just
Gee.
look at them and keep on walking.
And keep on. Girl. That's
Yeah,
no
But at the
so
same
motivation at
time,
all.
Well,
but
at a
see,
hundred and
cuz
something
when
pounds, she don't need
She
to work
don't
out. You don't
need
need to
no
work
wait,
out.
working out
Judy,
hell.
hold on,
but
Judy, they got something that we said we wanted to do.
What girl?
Go on and tell me.
We got indoor rock climbing.
Who?
Indoor
See? I
indoor
rock.
said
rock
you want
climbing.
that rock climb. Y'all said
I
you
ain't
want
enough oxygen for that. I
oh,
fuck around,
Now,
be
now,
stuck up
now,
there just like this, holding on to the rocks. Bitch, y'all better come get me down.
y'all. Do we
Yo,
all
like a cat stuck in a tree.
do we all agree that change is hard
I'm gonna tell you what's
sometimes?
really hard for me. Getting older. Getting older and you start feeling
That
those
makes
pains
it
that you like, where the
hard.
fuck is this coming from? I never felt this before.
Yeah.
And then your mind tell you that you can still do shit that you used to could do.
Oh
You know what
no.
I'm saying? I used to play women's professional football, right?
Mm.
And still to this day, I think I'm cold in a motherfucker. Get out there and get the wind knocked out of my ass.
Look here. That
Get my
foot
whole damn lungs handed to
she
me.
made it through the whole practice and then came to the sideline talking about bitch, hurry up, get the car.
Get the car. And they talking about the game fixing to start. Bitch, we just had the game.
What you mean? Not the
Shit.
yeah, pre-warm up. She already out. She out. She
Shit.
gone. Well,
but
y'all,
see,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, but like me, okay. So when Taz and I were roommates, I used to go work out every day after work, right?
hmm
But then I wasn't able to. I just started working out again back in December. I'm even going to physical therapy and everything. I couldn't even do it. I couldn't even do physical therapy. But it took me to get on the total gym to, and that's the only thing that I can do to where my body's not in a lot of pain. So I had to,
Mm,
you know, learn how
adapt.
to do what I,
Adapt.
because I
Adaptation.
exactly, because I love to work out. So but I'm
Honey,
getting it
let me
in.
tell
I'm getting it
you.
in. I'm getting
That's
it
it.
in.
That's all that matters. Get it in.
Yeah, I'm getting it in.
Shit,
Did age
I seen somebody running down the street earlier. You know, he was a little chunky dude. Girl, he was getting, he was
All
going.
right.
All I could do was look at him, and in my mind, I was cheering him on. He had
Oh,
earbuds
that's
in, so I
right.
know he didn't hear. I know he didn't hear me. So in my mind, I'm over there talking to myself, cheering him on, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm sitting on the front porch with a Newport in my hand, huffing and puffing. And I look at him, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, now this is a shame. I know
All
damn well
right.
don't you feel
All
bad
if he
right.
when you
could
see them
do.
80-year-olds jogging? I
Okay.
mean, they be jogging for miles.
Muscles and
You
Hell
walk one
no.
block, you out of breath. Take me to the
No,
ER, bitch. Take me to the ER. I can't
look,
breathe.
I don't feel embarrassed. Hell no, they 8. They younger than me. I remember I used to be
No,
8
she
at
said
one
No,
time.
I
80.
said 80-year-olds.
80.
Oh
When you
80 year
yeah,
see
old women.
yeah.
when
Now
you see
that, yeah,
80-year-olds jogging.
yes. And I know damn well I be seeing them in the gym. I be like, I know if them hoes can do it. I know I can. This bitch ain't gonna. No, I can't let this bitch outdo me. But then
I
again, I
wish I
don't even.
would.
I wish I
I
would
wish
try that
I wish I
bullshit.
would.
This
I
is
wish
this
I
is for Swalo, and I know you say I'm always picking on you, but I want to know, as you got older, did it make you stop being a player?
I don't
I
wanna
never
play
was a
play.
player. Why does everybody say I was a player?
But
I
didn't it
never.
slow you down from having so many women? Cause you say
What do
I
you
don't want that
mean?
damn stress. I can't handle the stress no more because I'm older.
Uh,
Change
That's
is
fine.
stressful.
Change,
Change is
change.
that
stressful, honey.
So Pharaoh, that's
actually,
what you got to look
actually,
up forward to.
actually,
So
Oh
if
actually,
you're a
yeah.
player
that
now,
changed.
Pharaoh, if you're a player now,
That
when you get in your 40s, all that shit gonna slow down.
No,
I
actually,
ain't
that
no
change
player.
started when I was younger. I mean, way
Look over
before my
us.
40s. Way, I'm
Mm.
just now 40 though. I'm just now 40 again. Don't put me up there. Come on now.
She said, "Don't
Yeah,
do that to me. Don't do that to me."
yeah, I'm 40 again. But nah, don't do that.
Well,
But yeah, it does change a lot. Yeah,
yeah,
them playing days is over. I'm done.
Okay. Too much stress.
Done.
Okay.
Too much, way too much.
yeah. All
It's a
right,
headache.
all right.
Well,
I
y'all,
oh, go ahead, Judy.
go ahead, because I was just about to close us off.
I get on here and I clown day in and day out, and that's my fun in the show. But when you mention change, I do have a change. I have epileptic seizures, so I do have emotional changes. You get your telltale signs. You have to stay aware with your health, and it is true to flush your body with water and Gatorade and all that good old stuff. But you also have to remember to live. That's my fun side of it. That's why I act such an ass when I get on this camera, because if I walk around this house and mope about what's wrong with me, then it
Yeah.
will take over, and I refuse to be
Mm-hmm.
that woman.
You
Yep.
got to find your different outlets. You know what I'm saying? Change is hard, but finding a positive way or a resource or a group of people to work it out with sometimes makes it easier. We were talking about working out and health, and so far the realization of knowing, oh, okay, I'm going back to that other side that I tried to stay away from. It's like, okay, let's get together, let's talk to each other, let's motivate each other to change. That can help something that's hard to do be a little bit easier. And so, if you're in a situation, Suelo, you said something, you're going through different medical changes, you know what I'm saying? Talking to somebody, expressing that, you know what I'm saying? Being a part of, you said you're doing physical therapy, just, sharing that with people sometimes can help make that a little bit easier. The change you're going through, like y'all talked about smoking, that maybe that's something you need to work on to
Ooh, that was the
change.
hardest thing for me.
Talking to
I
somebody
smoked a cigarette
sometimes,
with everything. We in the bed doing the do. I got that cigarette. I got that Marlboro Light. Shit.
My God.
Hit it harder, baby. You know what
Why?
I'm saying?
Oh my God.
I got that Marlboro.
Why? Fuck.
Bathroom
Why?
Marlboro. You know what I'm saying?
This is always somewhere.
That's my baby right there.
She can't drive.
That's
She
my
can't steer.
Hey, be gentle. Be gentle.
See,
But even with change, I mean, change is always good. You just got to look at it, in the most positive way you possibly can. And there's
yeah,
one thing I've always told all my kids. What I don't give a damn what you are going through. In every negative situation, you can at least find four positives. I don't care what it is. You can. It's just your mind frame.
What
So
about changing your circle? I
you
brought that
have,
up, and then
you have to
then after
change your
that.
circle. If you don't change your circle, you're not going anywhere because people are they are so used to you, responding a certain way, doing things a certain way. And sometimes, when you are so happy because you might have these goals, you might have whatever you want to do in your future, and you call your people in your circle, but they so used to you bullshitting, and they'll be like, "Oh, girl, here goes some more shit Judy doing. Judy said this shit 10 years ago. What is this gonna be?" And then now you have that negative tongue holding you back. So yes, you should change your circle. I think you should hang around the same type of people that your your goals, your people, your goals should accommodate one another. It shouldn't be
Gotcha.
the opposite. If it's the opposite, if you're trying to be a business owner and you're hanging around everybody that just want to party and kick it, you'll never be that business owner because everybody's comfortable in the club scene. you can't become the successful business person kicking it in the club.
And if they are in your inner circle and they truly love you, they'll want you to change. They'll want you to grow. That's how you
Yeah.
know.
They'll tell you
They'll respect your change.
to
Okay.
sit down and go for what you're trying to go for instead of partying and kicking it, doing the same shit that you were doing 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Right on.
You
Right
cannot
on.
grow. You cannot grow and prosper with the same circle.
That's
What
And
it.
I
if it's
mean,
your What if it's
okay,
your family?
but look, family
It's
shit,
y'all.
that's the
Family,
main
that's at
ones.
the top of the list.
Same thing.
That's the main ones. Family holds you back more than anything because they really don't want to see you go anywhere because especially if you're a benefit. If you're beneficial, no, they don't want you to go anywhere.
That's right. All right.
All right, y'all. It's been a nice discussion. I hate to close it, but hey, we're out of time here.
Don't
And
leave, though.
before I get off, Pharaoh, tell us about you. Tell us about your music. That's what I want you to do. Tell us about your music. How long you been doing music?
Very first time I ever recorded, I was about 11 years old. Buddy I grew up with taught me how to write, taught me how to hit a beat. He was actually the first person that ever recorded me. Um,
11.
it's been a long process. I can tell you that much. So I'm 26 years old. I'll be 27 in July this year. Um, it's everything about music is life itself. Like the way y'all wake up, you know what I'm saying? You literally are making music from the moment you wake up to the time you go to bed. With every individual thing that you do all day, at some point you're making
Has some kind of
an
rhythmic
sound.
melody.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? No
Hmm.
matter what you're doing. So like it's in your blood naturally. And you know, it's for music for me, it's just how I look at it. It's my soul. That's why I do it. It's something that
And I
I
have
love.
to say, music brings change.
It does.
Yeah.
Music
You
can.
can be stressed out as hell, and
Mhm.
you put on that track, and it
That
just
jam.
mellows you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
can people find your work?
So,
You say again?
Where can people find your work? How can they? Do you have any shows or anything coming up? How can people find your music?
yeah, that's what I wanted you to tell us about. Tell us about the tour that you're getting ready to go on.
So this tour, I'm actually only gonna hit like one or two of these dates, due to my kids and working and stuff. But I have all that on my social media stuff, my like Facebook and everything. That's on that platform. But to find my music, you go on anything that streams music. You know, Spotify, iTunes, all of that. And I mean, right there on my hat is how you spell my name. So
Yes,
if you want
yes.
to check any of it out, by all means, I'd appreciate it. I love getting new support. So
But see,
Hey.
you
And
gotta
you're on
text
these.
it because
You're
I
on the.
can't spell. Wait a minute, Judy. You gotta text it to me, baby. I'm slow. I can't spell.
Crazy. So
Google.
so Pharaoh, K, is that
Or
KY?
do you say Kai?
Kai.
Kai. Pharaoh.
Pharaoh Kai, and she's on all platforms, y'all. And when I tell y'all need to go check her out. I'm about to play her song here right now in a minute. But I just want to say, when I first heard, I'm gonna tell you this. I saw you first, okay? I saw you. Then when I heard your voice, I said, "What the hell?" It blew me away. Blew me away. It was
It's a
amazing.
shock.
Thank you.
So, yeah, I'm telling you, you do some damn good work. You're different. You're not unique. I mean, you're not like everybody else.
Yes,
You
and
are
no.
unique, is what I'm trying to say. So, right now, y'all, we're going to go ahead and I want to play her video and let y'all hear Miss Pharaoh here.
Kai.
Pharaoh Kai. Here we go.
When we met, you had a lip ringing, now you don't. When we met, you were a one-time thing, now you're more. Love can never explain the words of more than I adore. Love, trust in me, I never bring you sorrow, never show you no pain. Only smiles and the love will gain. The words you say are swimming around in my mind. And I cried for you, and I cried for you, and the words you say are swimming around in my mind. And I've cried. I cried for you and I've cried. I cried for you and the words you say are swimming around in my mind. And I've cried. I cried for you and I've cried. I cried for you. We gon' ride, we gon' ride. We gon' test it, we gon' vibe. We gon' vibe, we gon' vibe. We can press it, we gon' ride. We can talk about some patience, baby. We gon' take our time. We can build up our relationships, baby. Say what's on your mind. Love. The words you say, oh, they're swimming in my mind. I'll cry, and I'll cry. The words you said are swimming around in my mind. And I'll cry for you, and I'll cry for you. And the words you said.
All right, y'all. That was Pharaoh Kai. Again, y'all can find her on all platforms. Thank y'all for tuning in to Straight Talk, No BS, and we'll see y'all next week. Y'all have a good night.